And the minimum, as you can see, it says min, 6 degrees. Just not a good setup. I just do not like them. Dang. That's all the slush underneath there? Josh, you should have your snowshoes on.
As a matter of safety, you should really put them on. Is it still slushy up there? Like here it ends.
Dang.
It's already there.
Look at how much water.
We could all be there.
Come on.
This
snowshoes.
is why you wear snowshoes in the snow. Okay?
Oh.
If you're on a trail, he'd be post holing. He would be shamed.
Shame.
Since we're in the middle of the lake. It's okay.
Shame.
Put.
Look how far you go down.
Not at
and
all.
Then look at Josh's mess.
91 pounds.
Look at Josh's mess. He's working so hard.
He's got mine, but the 400-pound version. You shouldn't blow into it. You'll get condensation, then you'll get cold.
Yeah. That is a rookie mistake. You don't do that. You use one of these things. You get in there, trap the air. I might not be a ground dweller normally, but I'll teach you a few things. Oh, I can't believe I did this. Taking it apart. Hole in the front instead of in the back. Oh, what was I doing? hole in the back. Hole in the back. Hey guys, welcome back for another Abundant Adventures. Yeah, we're out here in an undisclosed location, winter camping. Got ourselves all set up in the back here with Grayson, and then over here Tim's got his setup, which is definitely the preferred setup at this point. So I'm sleeping over on this side. Grayson's right there. Got the door shut because that thing's cooking right now. Hot tent's nice. Nice and toasty in there. And then over here, this is kind of like the community spot. The communal tent that is Tim's sleeping area. But it's real big in here. Video. So Tim actually set this all up. Took out one of these vents and put a stove jack in its place with a sleeve, and then even put some skin behind it. Keep this from burning anything down. Tim does it right. He's got lights in the top, boom box for later. You know, he's even got a cot to sleep on with a Wiggies bag. He'll be warm in that. Here's me set up. Just kind of... Oh, this is my table my wife gave me for Christmas, I think 2 years ago. Finally getting to use it. It's actually been really nice to have so far, so thanks, honey. Joshy.
What's up, y'all? Hey, hey.
Hey. This is Josh over here. He's wanting the hammock. Tucked up in here. And then looking out at that. Beautiful, nice, quiet lake tonight.
Come back up.
And making some dinner. I got mine just setting up right here. I was lazy for the night. Tim's cooking.
I do a little pre-cook at home.
Oh yeah?
To make this easier, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. This thing's warm. It's got to be 60 degrees, no, more than that, 75 degrees in here, or hotter. And then out here, Josh is out here hanging out. Getting ready to make his dinner. Grayson's over in our tent. Real quiet lake now. Looks good. Had some dinner. Time to have a click la hit. It is a crispy bar filled with nougat. What are you doing?
The showcase.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna have some dinner tonight. It is La Hit Click crispy bar filled with nougat, coated with milk chocolate. Yeah, my wife got me a whole bunch of these little types of bars and different things to try for my birthday. She got me a lot of cool stuff. She always buys me the great stuff. Stuff that I would not think to get, she gets me.
She's a great wife.
Yep. And I'm out here on Valentine's Day weekend with a bunch of guys. I'm a terrible person. But my wife loves me and she let me come out. And I'll enjoy this one later on. So. I'm glad
Winterfest 2021. Suck it, 20.
that was for you, Rachel. Enjoyed the fireworks out there. Had that set up for my wife for Valentine's Day. So, happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for letting me come out camping, honey. Love ya.
Catch her, that was you.
Yeah. Oh, it goes to show you I'm no better than my kids. Still laughing at farts.
My grandma's 97. Still farts in the All the alpaca ones?
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so we're going to just fart around for the rest of the night.
I get it.
Have some have some pretzels and then head to bed. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
That was hilarious, man.
Look at this wind just pushing this door. I mean,
The record, it was not supposed to be.
right, it was only supposed to be like 4-mile-an-hour winds today, and it is rocking. Basically, at this point, it's just resting on that. You come down here, and it's got, this is just loose in there. That's how this is designed. I mean, not saying that it's a terrible design, but it's not as secure. These ultralight stoves will get you through, but all these people that show it perfect out on YouTube or on the videos or wherever, it isn't. It's definitely not a perfect setup. These things have a lot of tinkering that you got to do. Yeah, a lot of little flaws.
A little bit of wind can be dangerous. Fire.
Yeah.
It's hard to get the fires going.
Yeah.
It's nice, cozy, but something heavier. In my opinion, it's worth the wait. It's different
Yeah.
if you're backpacking freaking, 5 miles back, hunting during the day, whatever.
Right.
And this is decent. Also
But-
out west, you have a lot more flat area.
It is nice, but you gotta be prepared to tinker and know what you're doing. Bottom line, don't come out here to winter camp and think that you're not gonna have to pull magic out of your butt. So. All right, well, we had some good breakfast. Made a bunch of wood for later. We're gonna do some finagling with our setup there in our teepee, and then maybe go for a walk, check out the island. We'll see. A couple things that we've learned so far on this trip: you don't need that much wood to burn in these stoves. You just need like a quarter of the amount that we brought. And that's with 2 stoves going. What else did we learn? Oh, these teepee tents suck. They're terrible.
And we've used them a decent amount of times.
Yeah.
It's just this trip has really brought it home.
Yeah.
Not good.
Just not a good setup. I just do not like them. I did okay last night. I probably fell asleep around, and actually slept around 3. So maybe 5 hours of sleep. That's about it. I just don't do well sleeping on the ground. I miss my hammock. But yeah, and then the wind with these things, I mean, they're built with these big openings on them. I'll show you what I got over here. The stovepipe, we got it out right now, comes up through here. But look, still ended up with some burning once you get any sort of wind pushing that pipe around. I just don't like the design. I'll show you how this is set up. Tim the engineer has this set up so the pipe protects it and it keeps it from moving all over the place. Way better setup. Yeah, I just feel like some of these kinks need to be figured out. I don't know, hopefully when I get my hot tent for my hammock, I won't have too many issues. But I'm going to make sure I have this stuff dialed in, because it is a lot more difficult to enjoy your time out here if you're messing around with these stoves and these hot tents. It's almost not even worth it sometimes. It's nice when you're warming them for sure, but when you want to just go to sleep and relax, just having a nice simple setup in your hammock can be easier. So know what you're getting into, know how to use your equipment before you get out here. All right, so with all the issues we were having, I think we got a couple things figured out. One key thing is this clamp right here. Grayson actually had it, but I've seen these in the past too, where this clamp will actually go over top of this little soffit here or whatever. It's the hose clamp they would use for any other hose, so it works great, holding it nice and steady. And then up top here, we did these guy outs, and on the rings, holding that down is keeping this from blowing around. Ooh, that's hot. And but it's cold out here, and this stove fired right up. So that's how you get it started. You really gotta build your fire as it goes up.
Oh, that was just the label off that ring.
You gotta build this fire up. So I put a fire starter down right here, but you see the logs that are going across right there on the bottom layer? That keeps some air going, flowing. Basically, like if you were building any other fire out in the woods, you'd want to do a log cabin to get airflow to go in there. So I built it just like I would outside, and it starts right up, and it is hot already. So you just got to pay attention. There is a learning curve on these things. I really do like the stove. I think the stove can be worked, and is worthwhile having. I don't think the TP is worth it, but that is just my opinion. We've got everything pretty much pulled out as much as we can, and there is really no sitting room. I mean, you can sit on the ground, but you can't put a chair in here. There's barely enough room. They say there's supposed to be like a 6 or 8 person tent. Barely fits 2. I mean, well, it fits 2 good. Fits 2 comfortably, but you couldn't fit maybe a 3rd person if you wanted to cram without the stove. But with the stove, there's definitely not enough room in these. Just not a fan of them. Get a bigger, regular dome style tent with some good structure to it to withstand some of the snow and wind and everything you're going to get in the winter, It's not mine, it is Grayson's. The stove is mine. Grayson's got the hot tent. I'm waiting for my hot tent to come in. It'll be for a hammock. So I'm pretty excited about that. There he is. I got the camera. He's outside. The rare, the magnificent, the amazing Tim. He just put pants on for the first time today. It is what time? 2:30. 2:30. Oh, I guess when you got that nice hot tent, why come out, right? Little organic ramen. Vegan. I don't know. See how it tastes. And then I just always put my ramen in these ramen rescue with chicken. Packet Gourmet. Gives you little extras in there. And then yeah, some sauce and stuff. Give it a little heat. The ramen was real good actually. Really enjoyed it. So, but now it's time for a little dessert. I don't know. I may have second dinner later. I'm not sure yet. So, you had 3 dinners out there? Well, Josh had 3 dinners, so he's already outdone me. But that's typical. So,
pot pie, more lasagna.
alright, good morning. Slept warm last night. Had the fire going up almost all night till about 4 in the morning. Woke up and it was pretty much out, so we had to restart it real quick. We're gonna have coffee, start packing up. Tim's got something he's got to be at tonight, so the 3 of us definitely have to be out of here and to the truck by, I think, 10. This is the decimation that is Abundant Adventures crew. We're all packing up, leaving a bunch of wood for somebody. But let's see here. It's 15 out now. So 31 was the highest that this saw. This was probably in my hand. And the minimum, as you can see, it says min, 6 degrees. So we did pretty good.